So we should be talking about Bill C-5 because this is absolute madness. It authorizes the governor and council or cabinet to determine projects fit a national interest. Specifically, Section 6.1 says every determination and finding that has to be made and every opinion that has to be formed in order for an authorization to be granted in respect of a national interest project is deemed to be made or formed as the case may be in favor of permitting the project to be carried out in whole or in part. So that means every environmental law, every indigenous consultation, every act that governed a project that was typically required for that project to move forward is deemed to be approved already. So if a project needed an environmental review, it's deemed to have passed. If a project needed indigenous consultation, it's deemed that that consultation went forward in favor of the project. If there's safety inspections and concerns about safety, it's assumed that those have already been inspected and passed. And then there's the Impact Assessment Act. There are certain sections of the Impact Assessment Act that are completely suspended. They typically require public participation. These sections of the Impact Assessment Act are suspended for national interest projects. But here's the real kicker, Section 22, Regulations. It says the governor and council may, on the recommendation of the minister, make regulations exempting one or more national interest projects from the application of any provision of that enactment or any provision of regulations made under that act. So, cabinet can exempt a national interest project from any of these federal laws. I've never in my life seen, perhaps maybe during COVID and the Emergencies Act, something that the government did that absolutely centralized power. This act centralizes power with cabinet. And of course, the conservatives supported it because should they assume office, they will be granted the same powers. It's only Elizabeth May, the Bloc, the NDP, and others in the House that are raising serious concerns that the minister responsible would have almost absolute control on projects of national interest. This is something all of us, every single Canadian, should be worried about, the absolute power that cabinet now has.